everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to do my October in and out. So if you have not seen one of these videos, this is a video in which I tell you everything that I hauled this month, as well as everything that I'm unhauling. And I also update you on the progress that I'm making or not making in my goal to reduce my physical TBR by 100. So January 1st, I counted all of my physical TBR books, and I said by December 31st, I want this to be 100 less. And earlier in the year, I definitely had some stumbling blocks and some months where it didn't exactly go the way I wanted it to, but I'm making progress now. So I'm hauling 6 and unhauling 2. However, I read 3 of these that I'm hauling. I took an additional 20 off my shelf that I read off my shelf, and I DNF'd 2 that were on my shelf. So total, I am actually taking off 22 books. So that leaves me about 50 below where I started the year. So can I read 50 books in November and December? We will see. It's possible, but we'll see. So let's just get into the haul first. So I went to Half Price Books and got The Orphan Train. So this book, I went to Half Price Books to donate some books, really is what it is, because they give you like $3 for a ton of books. But I took books into there, and my daughter was just browsing around the kids section, and they very conveniently have like a little table that's for adults, and it's super discounted books, and this is on it. So this I've heard great things about, and it's deckled edges and stuff, but for $4 I'll tough it out. But this is about the orphan trains that ran historically from the East Coast to the Midwest, and this is about one specific girl and her journey, as well as present day. Now she's an old lady trying to clear out her attic. She's back on the East Coast, and there's a young girl I think that helps her, and so probably a lot of reminiscing about the orphan train, and I just think this will be heartbreaking but so interesting. The next one is Behind Every Lie by Christina McDonald, and I have read this one, and this one is about a woman who wakes up in the hospital. She's been struck by lightning, has no memory, her mom is dead, and she doesn't know. Maybe she did it. So the book is I would say like a domestic thriller, trying to figure out who killed her mom, what all's going on. Her mom had some secrets. There's dual timelines. There's multiple perspectives. This was really good. I enjoyed it. Then I also had Do No Harm by Christina McDonald. So this one is about a doctor, a female doctor, and her police detective husband. They have a young son, and he gets diagnosed with cancer, and there is it's kind of a rare form of cancer, and so there's an experimental treatment that they think will work, but it's not covered by insurance because it's experimental. So she starts running a drug ring to get the money for her son's treatment. So there's definitely a lot of areas where you have to suspend your disbelief on this one. So if you want a thriller that is like really realistic, could actually happen, look further. Don't stop at this one. But I really enjoyed it. Still, I think Christina McDonald is one of my go-to authors, so I really liked it. Next is Cracks in the Sidewalk by Betty Lee, I'm not really sure. And this one has a very vague synopsis. So I have not read this, and I'm not sure what it's about. I know it's about a bunch of letters that I think went undelivered, and now it's many years later, and they're coming to light. This does have pretty good ratings on Goodreads. I have never seen this before or anything, and my mom gave it to me along with the Christina McDonald's. So I don't know. We'll see. I really like getting like surprises like this, that it's like, this could be great. And I've never heard about this author or this book. So looks exciting. You guys also know that like kids and animals, like kids and their toys and stuff is like a cover buzzword for me. I really like books like that. So this instantly intrigues me. I don't think it's going to be a thriller or anything. Normally like kids with their toys on thrillers really like intrigues me, but we'll see. Next is The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling, and I have read this one. This is a romance about a girl who is a witch, and she was dating like a young witch when they were young, and then he said like, hey, I'm actually betrothed to somebody else, and so they break up. It breaks her heart. She puts a hex on him, and now it's 9 years later, and they run back into each other, and like with him coming back into town comes all sorts of bad things. So she's like, did I actually hex him? So it's fun. The second half got a little bit woo-woo and a little bit like, I don't know, the second half lost me a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. It was still like a 3.5 stars. And then the last one is Playing Nice by J.P. Delaney. And this is one that it's a thriller that I have wanted for so long. And our library has a bookstore, and they have all mysteries and thrillers like 50% off this month for the spooky season, I guess. So I got this for like $2, hardback, great condition. And this is about a family, or two families, I guess, whose children were switched at birth. And I don't really know any more than that. Don't really want to know any more than that. Cannot wait to read this. She's kind of chunky, but there's like a lot of open space. So I'm excited. Then the two that I'm unhauling are both my DNFs for this month. So I had The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. This one is a very slow, descriptive, kind of like sophisticated writing style. And you guys, that's just not me. So it's a short one, but I just like couldn't get through it. So I'm going to let this go. And then the other one, this one kind of surprises me, but it is Lost Roses by Martha Hall Kelly. This is the, I guess, prequel to Lilac Girls, and I really did enjoy Lilac Girls. But this one it's about Russia and stuff during World War I, and it just is very, very slow. It follows three women, and I was like a couple hundred pages in, and I just like didn't care about the women, which is really hard to say, but like the slow writing style kind of just like had me zoning out. And so I'm going to leave Lilac Girls where it is. I also don't know anything about that time period, and it wasn't done in a way like Rudis Petty's where you're like, I want to know about that time period. Instead, it was like context that I didn't quite understand. So, there is another one coming out that's like Civil War time. Or maybe, I think it may be already out. I don't know. And I may be interested in that, but kind of gun shy because this one's a big one and I just didn't like it. So those two are being unhauled. So that is my in and out for the month. I feel really good about the progress I'm making off my shelves. And I don't think I'm going to be doing a November TBR just because I'm just like mood reading off my shelves. I did do a readathon this month, which I'll talk about in my wrap up for the month. But yeah, that is everything. So if you've read any of these books, let me know, especially Playing Nice, and if you've read that Cracks in the Sidewalk or the Orphan Train, let me know, because those three are new, and I have really been liking like putting my hauls directly on my TBR, which doesn't really help like the other stuff, but it's been kind of nice. So I might do that with some of those. So let me know. I hope you are having a great day, night, weekend, week, whatever, and I'll talk to you in the next one.